Ladies and gentlemen, I would like, on behalf of the Cappawhite Drama Group, to welcome you to our production of The Country Boy by John Murphy. Just to point out the exits, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 1 at the back and 1 at the back of the stage. At the interval, we have a raffle, tickets for sale at the interval, and some of you have bought them already. We have lovely prizes, you saw them coming in, 2 beautiful hampers, some cosmetics, and a voucher for the gym in Doon. The Country Boy, set in rural County Mayo, tells the story of Curly, 25-year-old, stuck at home with domineering father Tom and placid Mary Kate. He's planning to emigrate to America to join his brother Eddie and his wife Julia. During the next few hours, you will be taken through a roller coaster of emotions. The curse of emigration, love, loss. But there is also love and laughter, and as the song says, happy ever after. I would like to invite you to stand now for our own Navian. Enjoy.
Don't you talk to your father like that! Curly! Curly! Come back! Curly!
What's the matter, Tom? What are you shouting on Curly for? What's wrong?
What's wrong? What's wrong? As if I didn't have enough to be thinking about. He's at his games again.
What's happened now?
Ah, sure, there he is gone, here enough across the fields.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because no one in this country can tell him what to do. He gets something into his head, and the devil himself couldn't drive it out. And I tried talking to him, but sure, I might as well be talking to the horse.
It doesn't do all the time to be crossing him.
Sure, what else can I do? He won't see things the way any man with any sense would see him. Daft ideas in his head, and he doing things the opposite way to your way. Look, black paint for that joke outside there. And you heard me yesterday telling him that I wanted it painted with red lead to protect the galvanized.
He just thought that the red paint would make it very noticeable. The neighbours would be talking.
I don't know, who cares whether it is painted black or painted red? Everyone knows he's a lavatory. And off he went to town this morning. And my last words with him was to pick up a tin of red lead. And then I go out, and there he is putting black paint in it. And when I tell him to get up in the air, he kicks the tin up in the air and skied the brush in here.
And where's he gone now?
Other than last I saw him, he was jumping over Coleman's ditch. These past few weeks, you think he do things the way you want them done for a change.
We've had all this out before. But it's very little you've ever done, except contradicting and ridiculing any ideas he's ever had. The youth are entitled to some freedom.
What in the hell more freedom do they want, will you tell me? What does he want? And then I take my eyes off on him below in the bog, or above in the field up to 9 o'clock, or he's gone.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well, I do. It's those bloody dance halls. And before they're finished in this country, they'll have a dance band in every pigsty. Name one Sunday he's missed. One? In the past 5 weeks, when he's below around the town hopping about.
And where else would you have him of a Sunday night?
Well, I don't mind a bit of reasoning. But some stop has to be put to this carousing. Does he have to be out till 1 or 2 o'clock of a Monday morning? And the hell of a lot of good this Sambo do when he's abroad digging spuds in the field the next morning.
You can't be stopping him when the rest of the lads
The rest of the lads will mind their P's and Q's. Last year, went to yard for getting married. Him, 25 years of age and wanting to get married. So that's what that Sambo's doing to him.
In 4 weeks' time, you'll give your right arm to hear his hand on the door latch in the early hours of a Monday morning.
Well, 'tis his own choice.
His own choice, surely. The only one he has.
Well, if he wants to go, I'll not stop him.
No, you'll not stop him going to the other end of the world. But what if he's thinking of getting married or settling down?
I don't know what settling down are you talking about. By the way you're talking, you'd swear we were crippled and had to have someone else in.
Is that the only reason you can think of for marriage?
Is there any reason for the fella his age to get married? None. But the head is rose off on him with the carousing in the high life, and he below around the town hopping about on a Sunday night with a lot of painted women. Anna, you'd say I shouldn't be talking.
I wouldn't call Eileen Tierney a painted woman.
Well, I've nothing against Eileen Tierney, but she's not the one that's coming in here, and not when Mr. Connolly feels like it either. So he can go.
Oh, 'tis no use arguing about it now.
Aye. Not make sense with him, picking wise out of the haystack.
Oh, stave that up there. When are we going to get that joke out there finished? When are we going to get it done?
When 'tis done my way, I'd let it rot in the rain before I'd let him put black paint in it now.
Oh, why is it that the Yanks have to come in the middle of summer when everything's on top of you?
Aye, and for the first time in 40 years I'm going to miss a fair Castlebar getting ready for that lot. But it won't happen again. And the heifer is due too, and if there's anything like the last time, we'll be up night after night with her.
But sure, you'll have Eddie to help you.
Jesus, all the good he'd be. Sitting in his soft job, drawing big money for the past 15 years. Sure, he wouldn't know what side of the cow the calf is coming from.
Do you think, will his wife be particular?
I'm sure whether she is or she's not, we've done all we can.
Oh, there's been some money spent these last few weeks.
Aye, that's the way. They send you home a check and you spend half of getting ready for them when they come.
Well, it was Eddie's own money that built this for us. And whatever you say, 'tis better than the thatch.
It was good enough.
Ah, fine sight he'd have, bringing a strange wife back to the other. At least now Eddie can see something for the money he sent, and God bless him, he was good when he first went.
Eddie was always a good, steady lad. I don't know whether this other buck gets his ways from. Aye, a good, steady lad was Eddie. Managed his life in a sensible way, worked hard, sent home what he could, and when the time came to pick a wife, he picked a good, sensible woman.
I sure I don't know what his wife is like.
She should be the finest. Any man that takes his time like he did won't make a mistake in the wife that he picks. I always knew that Eddie had it in him.
He was as wild as the next of his day.
But I always knew he'd turn out good. I was never uneasy when Eddie was gone. But I'd be glad he'd be over there to keep his eye on Cully.
Didn't he leave it a long time without coming to see us?
America and England, you won't come back out of there for £7 or £8.
I wish it wasn't for taking Curly back. It isn't easy at the end of your days, seeing your family gone.
Aye, but sure, the few years over there will do him the world of good. Till settle him, and 'tis more than I could.
Sure, it's the same with Eddie. A few years, and they come back. They don't come back, Tom. We're driving him out ourselves. I'd rather keep me mouth shut for the rest of me days and have him about the house.
Anna, stop, will you stop?
There's no harm done. Eddie would have come for his holidays anyway.
'Tis a year now since Corny wrote for his papers. And if he'd any doubt in his mind in that time, he would have said so. But he's too damn independent to admit he's wrong. You said yourself you were going to talk to him.
He's not going because he wants to go. He's going because he has to.
Why has he to? There's many beyond there in America will come home in the morning if they had what he has. But that's not good enough for him. All right, so we let him do what he wants to do. And surely he won't have it his own way over there.
Mary Kate,
Oh, Eileen.
my mother thought she might need a hand with the preparations.
Oh, God bless you, Eileen. I had these on sheets to put up and I don't feel like the climbing.
Well, Tom, great excitement, isn't it?
That is for those coming to spend the holiday. Oh, you with the hay.
They'll finish this evening.
But it should be in. And you wouldn't take my advice last week when I told your father that the weather was up.
Oh, Tom, if we were all as wise as you, should there be no hard work on the land at all?
Sure, there's always hard work on the land. I'm going out now. Tell Curly when he comes back to pick up a tin of red lead and to take back that half tin of black and get some of me money back in it.
Curly has gone somewhere, Mary Kate.
Oh, he's just gone over the way a bit. Wait till I show you the quilt. I'm after borrowing from Katie O'Hara for their bed.
Oh, give us a
Wait
look.
and see it.
Isn't it lovely?
No.
But they'll be a bit warm under that.
Or they can throw it off if they like. But there's always one on Eddie's bed. And in many's a letter, he used to ask me, did we still have the patch quilt? So I thought it'd be nice to put one on his bed anyway.
Well, now, 'tis a coincidence it should be the quilt off Katie O'Hara's bed that you're putting on.
Eileen, you never came in yet that you didn't say something to make me laugh.
How is Katie?
She's not good at all. The doctor was there this morning and he'd have her removed to Castlebar, but she's too weak. He warned her when the last child was born and here she is with another.
'Tis the men he should be warning.
Poor Katie. You know, she's just like yourself.
I wonder will Eddie remember her? I heard them say they were courting strong before he went away.
They were indeed. It was the only girl I ever remember him having anything to do with. He was always getting her to sing The Last Rose of Summer when we used to sit around the fire in the old house. The years bring changes.
Yeah. But are you all excitement with this evening and waiting for them coming?
When you get to my age, tis hard to get excited. But 15 years is a long time waiting to see your son.
You'll be dancing jigs around the kitchen.
He has a wife to dance jigs with.
And you'll be throwing a bit of a do.
You better ask himself that.
Oh, he might want me to come out in the samba with him.
Well, we're not going to miss Eddie so much when he goes back, but Curly.
I'll pull the kettle on.
I was down yesterday evening in O'Reilly's. Delia's at home.
Isn't she looking great?
Oh, she's like a film star. The trunk came over by boat, But sure, that wasn't good enough for Delia. She came flying by aeroplane.
Imagine flying. Isn't it great altogether to be Yanks?
Seeing them all bottles there now reminds me. I meant to tell Curly to get a bottle of wine when he got those. We can't be giving Eddie's wife a glass of whiskey. Will you remind me to tell Curly again?
Mary Kate, is Curly getting lonely yet?
Well, no, 'tis yourself is best to be asking him that.
He hasn't said anything to me. Hand up those sheets, Mary Kate. Let's put them up in the press.
The men don't believe in telling the women much, do they, Eileen?
No, Mary Kate.
I wouldn't want anyone but yourself coming in here.
I'll always be in and out.
I mean, with Curly.
Curly will come back in a few years.
But sure, that's what Eddie said.
Sure, there was no need when he got a wife and he had to stay.
Well, he left someone pining too.
Everything turns out for the best.
Eddie would never have gone, you know.
You know, Mary Kate, 'tis an awful pity they've no family.
Jeez. I worry what I'm going to give him to eat. 'Tisn't so much Eddie now, but herself. She wouldn't be used to the spuds and the cabbage that we have.
Oh no, Mary Kate. In summer, it's cold salads and iced tea and trifle, so Delia Riley says. And cheese and biscuits and coffee afterwards. And for breakfast, pancakes and maple syrup.
You're cotton.
All right, that's what Delia says. Mary Kate, you give them whatever you're having yourselves, and if she turns her nose up at it, let her.
It's the only thing that worries me, knowing the goodness they have.
Well, don't be worrying about it. There now, that's finished.
Oh, God bless you, Eileen. Sit down now, we'll have our cup of tea.
Who's going over to meet him?
Curly, just.
All right.
He's going to hire a car from Walsh's coming out. Yeah. And Eddie said in his last letter that they were taking the boat because Julia hadn't been feeling too good, and he thought that the sea voyage would help. Oh, well, Curly, we're making tea. Will you have a cup?
Aye. Hello, Eileen.
Hello, Curly.
Now, where were you?
Just have a look at the bullocks in the far field. Where's himself?
He's gone overlooking at a heifer.
What time is the training at?
6 o'clock.
You want to be there by 5 to make sure of the car.
Is there anything else you want me to get?
Yeah, get a couple of loaves of bread.
And the wine.
Wine? What for?
For the Yanks.
Eddie won't be drinking wine.
For herself, some light kind of wine.
And you'll have to have those small glasses too, Mary Kate.
Oh, jeez, give it her in a mug, it'll taste the same.
We have those small glasses at home, Mary Kate. I'll bring them round.
Oh, God bless you, Eileen. And don't forget the few messages now, Curly. Eileen, would you think we'd need napkins for the table?
Jeez, will you don't be daft. You've been wearing yourself out this past week, doing the place up and worrying. Wherever they eat, it'll taste the same whether you have napkins or not. Is there any more tea?
I'll get it. Do you want something to eat?
Any fresh soda?
I'll get it, Mary Kate.
Oh, God bless you, Eileen. There's a cake cooling out in the back window and you'll find a knife in the drawer. Thanks, Eileen. You're always mad for the old hot soda cake.
Wasn't self-shouting.
He wants you to take back the black paint and get the red later.
Well, if he wants it painted red, he can do it himself. He told Lou Casey he was painted red, and now Casey's going around telling everyone it's a telephone box we have. Oh, I'll paint it, but it'll be black. Great notice he has all of a sudden for bright colours.
Now, Curly.
Thanks, Eileen.
Mary Kate, I see Tom coming across the fields this way. I'll head over and get those glasses.
There's no hurry, Eileen. There's no hurry.
Eileen. Can't you stay? We'll be over tonight. They're going to bed early. They're bound to be tired.
I will, yeah. What time
Will you be over later, Eileen?
I will, Mary Kate.
Now,
See you, Curly.
See you, Eileen.
Curly, will you try and agree with your father for these next few weeks?
All right.
He means well. He just wants to see everything done right, no matter what.
Well, there's one thing I'm not going to do. and That's...
There's tea in the pot, Tom.
I'll have a mug. That heifer's going to calve tonight. You better stay up and watch her.
I don't see any signs of her yet.
And that's what you'll see in the bloody morning when the calf is lying beside her. I'll stay up myself if you're not going to do it.
Now, do you want a cut of bread?
No. What time you going to town?
When I finish my tea.
Bring back that half tin of black paint you spilled and get some of my money back in it.
It'll have to be finished another day.
And whose fault is that?
Look, better be going.
Bring that paint.
Curly, don't forget the bread. And the wine. The wine.
Who's the wine for?
For Julia.
And what makes you think she drinks?
We'll have to have a little something.
A little something. Didn't one of those cocktail-shaking wives that he's picked. If I know Julia, and I think I should, because she's married to me son, she'd be sitting down to a good strong cup of tea and not twirling a glass of wine at the end of her fingers.
I wonder how much these yours cost.
A good deal, I bet. Is your father coming in for a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Grand. I'll pour you 2 cups out first and I'll bring the pot up to them. Will you give him a shout and tell him it's poured?
He said he was coming.
No, he'll be grumbling now if it gets
He
cold.
said he was coming.
Oh, for God's sake, don't be letting Eddie and his new wife hear you barking at each other. Jesus, right.
Tea's poured. It's getting cold.
That mare needs shoeing badly.
Did you have a look at her?
How do you mean?
I mean that if you looked at her, you see she was done 2 days ago. But because you told me she wanted doing, and because you didn't see me take her, you take it for granted she wasn't done.
This is all of a sudden you got so smart.
Good morning, Ireland. Gee, those feather beds, I haven't slept like that in 15 years.
Well, that's the good air, Eddie.
Hey, fella, watch it. Don't drop that on the floor. You got $250 worth of camera there.
How much is that in Irish money, Eddie?
$250, I reckon about 65 pounds.
Any man that has 65 pounds to spend in a camera to take pictures must be getting his money soft. It's actually known as Staten Island, you are.
Well, I'm in it now. 15 years. Heck, it seems an awful lot of time. Even in the few hours I've been here, I've seen changes.
Changes, surely, and you're self-made to help to make some of them. Didn't the old thatch you want to be living under now?
The old thatch. Say, what's happened to it?
We keep the cows in it now.
How many have we?
5. I know there's maybe today or tomorrow. You'll be able to give us a hand.
You can leave that to me, Curly. I haven't forgotten how to handle these things.
Indeed you have.
What else have we around this ranch? A horse?
Aye, but she's getting a bit howl for the walk now. Where's my tobacco?
Oh, tobacco. Hold it. Hold it, Pop. I got something special.
Did you look in at her lately?
Yeah,
And how is she?
maybe today.
Here's tobacco for you. Prince Albert. You'll find that as sweet as smoke than your old plug.
Jesus, if there's anything like the fancy tin, it must be good.
Here, Curly, throw your woodbines away and enjoy a decent cigarette.
Thanks.
How'd you open this?
Oh, let me. Smell that.
Jeez, I don't think I'd like it. Been smoking the old plug for too long now.
Wait till you've had a few drags in that. You won't smoke the old plug anymore. What do you think of the cigarettes, Curly?
Good. I think I like them for a change.
Too many cigarettes he smokes. 20 days nothing to him. A waste of damn fine money. Money that's hard to come by these days.
And you get your plug for free, Pop?
For all that I smoke, it don't matter. But he'll have to cut down on the cigarettes if he's going to be keeping himself in America.
I don't know what he wants to go at all for. Things so bad here that everyone has to take a boat out.
Is there any reason for half them to take a boat, only their own deft fancy?
We have to talk about this, Curly. It's not too late yet to change your
There's
mind.
no reason why I should change
You haven't
my
a mind
mind.
to change, that's
There's
why.
nothing here for me.
There is more than the other lad, but I'm not begging him going.
Let's not argue about it now. Today I want to see everything. Everything, all the old places and faces. God, how I've longed for... Say, whose house is that beyond the trees there?
Coleman's.
Matty Coleman's.
Yeah.
Gosh, they've all shifted about. I wouldn't know any of them. And that one there with the cows in front.
Reagan's. Do you remember Andy Reagan?
Sure, Andy Reagan. Gosh, you know what? Every house you saw from our door before I left had a thatched roof. And now, Curly, look at it.
Sure, there wouldn't be as many changes only for the ones that did go.
Oh, and, oh yeah, that house there. Do you know who lives in that one?
No, I don't, Curly, but But I reckon I'll sort them all out soon.
That's John Towie's house. That's where Katie O'Hara's married.
Say, Julie, are you getting up?
I'm coming, honey, coming.
Will you take it easy with her?
What?
Maybe she's asleep. She must be tired after the journey.
No, sir. She's putting on a face. And heck, you don't know what kind of operation that is. And you know what? It takes as long to get it off in the night as it does to put it on in the morning. How's the tobacco going?
Now, there's no strength in that stuff.
I bring it 3,000 miles across the ocean, and he says it's no good.
Hi, folks. And the top of the morning. Gee, I got that Irish brogue already.
Come up here, Julia. I'm going out to look at the cow.
Sit down, Pops. I'm not going to sit down for the next 3 weeks. Well, not in the mornings, anyway. Honey, you got a light? Well, here we are.
Here you are, surely.
What's the program for today?
Oh, I reckon I'd take it easy. I wanted to have a look around the old place and catch up on some of the old memories.
You just do that, Ed. Gee, Mom, you know, this guy's talked to nothing else but this trip for the past 10 years.
Oh, well, you certainly left it a long time.
I kept telling him that, didn't I, Ed? Didn't I say over and over, Ed, we should take that trip to Europe, go and see the old folks. But you know how the years go by. But then when Curly wrote, well, we knew we just had to make it then.
Any man that has a good job, he has to watch it. He can't be sailing over and back across the ocean when he feels like it. I'm going out now.
I'll come out with you.
I'll stay where you are. You'd only be in me way.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Curly, come up here and talk to me and let me tell you about the great old USA you're soon going to see.
I've already getting on with a few jobs, Julia. Tonight we'll have a talk.
Tom doesn't believe in anyone sitting down for too long, Julia.
Oh, we're on vacation. Let everyone take it easy. Ed, you said something about having an automobile for the 3 weeks?
You could hire one from Walsh's.
You know, I wanted Ed to ship ours over from the States. Then we could have driven down here from Cork and Comfort instead of that ghastly train. I've never known anything like it.
I suppose they're not the best, especially after the trains in America.
It was a nightmare, Mary Kate. And the heat. Do you know, I asked the guy who checked our tickets where the air conditioning operated from. He just leaned over me and pushed the window down. Ed, we are getting a taxi back.
Sure, honey.
You're going to have to put up with a lot of things in this country, Julia.
Well, if the rest is as bad as what I've seen already, I don't wonder that you're getting out. Why everybody doesn't get out, I don't know.
Hey, Mom, I gotta get some of this beard off. Hot water in here?
Yeah, it's boiling. You'll want the mug.
Sure.
What? He's going to wash out of a mug?
He's going to have a shave.
He asked the old fella if he can borrow the cutthroat last night.
But Ed, you brought your shave master with you. We're looking to the light point.
Well, I guess I wanted to see how the old cutthroat's standing up to it. You know what? I learned to shave with this, and I haven't had a decent shave since. You know, honey, this razor belonged to my grandfather.
Land's sake, said, it's not your grandfather you're shaving. You know you're going to get a sore face.
This wouldn't hide a baby's face. It's been shaving too many good men, and it's time to hurt anyone. Do you use it, Curly?
Himself says I'm ruining the age.
Well, no one knows how to use a razor like Tom Marr. Is he still as contrary as he always was?
That man be contrary about the way his last breath is laid.
The old ones in Ireland, Julia, haven't much patience with the youth.
Say it's just the opposite in the States. There, the teenagers tell the old folks what to do. Sure is a land for the young. Say, what do you do with yourself in the evenings, Curly?
There's not much to do around here, Julia. Except Sunday night. There's always a dance on in the town.
Oh, Ed, we gotta go to one of those.
Do they still dance down at the cross, Curly?
No, there hasn't been anything there in years.
Oh, heck, that was one of the things I was looking forward to.
Got a sweetheart, Curly, huh?
You got lots of them chasing you, haven't you, Curly? Just like your big, handsome brother in his day.
Big handsome brother. You know, Ma, this guy'd have been left on the shelf if I hadn't taken pity on him and taken him under my wing.
Honey, your pity wasn't deep enough, or you'd have left me alone.
Ed, I don't like the sound of that.
Skip at the razor, nick me, that's all.
Look, I better be getting on with a few jobs.
Hold on, Curly, and I'll come with you. Say, are we going anywhere it's muddy? If I'm going to get dirty, I think I better change these shoes.
They're not the best, Julia, for walking on the land.
You may not believe it, Mom, but these cost me $30. They're an exclusive from Saks.
Skip it, honey. Tell her the true price of $15 from Sears Roebuck and she'll be just as impressed. Go on, Curly, show her the range.
And what's getting into you this morning?
Nothing. You just don't have to go around doubling the price of everything we got in our backs.
I wasn't doubling the price of anything.
Sure, everything sounds so big when 'tis in dollars. 'Tis an awful job to know what anything costs at all.
Well, should I change, Mr. Down to Earth?
Whatever.
Look, we won't be going anywhere dirty, Julia. Anyway, the ground's all good and dry.
See ya.
Hadn't you better see about that automobile this morning?
Sure, honey, there's no rush.
Well, we're on a vacation. And vacations aren't for sitting around in one place all the time.
Sure, honey.
Oh, my God! I'm going to break my neck on this awful ground in these high heels. Oh, my God, what was I
Sure,
thinking?
honey.
Oh.
Sun shining on the face of Nathan. God, how many times have I closed my eyes and thought of that these past years?
What's that, Eddie?
The mountain, Ma, Nathan.
Sure, we're sick and tired of looking at it.
Ma, why does Curly want to come to the States?
I suppose he feels he can do a bit of good for himself.
And leave you both here?
We'll manage for a few years. He says he's only going for a while.
That's what I said.
But sure, didn't you do the right thing?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. He'll get more for his time than he gets here.
He'll get more money, that's for sure. Say, who's still around that I know?
Oh, not many now. Them that didn't get married are all gone. Tommy Grogan, he was one of your pals.
Yeah.
He's still here. And Luke Casey.
Oh, say, did Luke get married?
Just to tell you, there's nothing in marriage for Luke but the money. He's holding on for a yank with the dollars.
Well, he'll get out one day and they'll spend the rest of their life.
And John Towie. Do you remember him?
No, Ma. John Towie wasn't one of the old gang.
He married Katie O'Hara.
How is Katie?
She's not good. She's going to have a baby and things aren't going too well.
Did she keep coming in to see you after I'd gone?
Katie never missed a day without coming to see me.
I meant to come back earlier, Mom. Sure as God I did, but...
There's no good regretting things that are finished and done with. You went to a good country and you met a good wife. 'Twas to be.
Sure,
Now.
as you say.
Yeah.
'Twas to be, but
Yeah.
I'd give anything to see you again just once before I go back.
Now, look, we won't be able to go now for a few days. We'll go one evening after the baby is born. She has a good husband, John Towie. A good, steady man.
Well, Katie deserved the best.
Hurry up
Oh,
and get
here
up!
comes the old fella, the mad run. What's the matter?
The cow's calf and I come for the
Oh,
blanket.
I'll come down with you.
An old blanket there in the back room, Tom.
Eddie,
Yeah?
you want to go on there and bring up Julia?
Why?
She's getting a bit excited and in our way.
Hey, Pop, I'll leave you the bucket here. God, I better get her. What's
Don't
the
take
story?
one of the good blankets now, Tom.
All right, I got it. Is he gone down for?
Come down.
Jesus Christ. Jeez, you'd swear by the way she was screeching to herself that was having the calf.
Sure, she's never seen anything like that before.
And telling myself and Curly how to do it. And giving out about the hay and the straw scattered about.
It's just great excitement for her.
So where are we supposed to put the cow? Inside in the bed?
Aaron, let her talk.
Talk? Jesus, she's worse than a foreign station.
I've a few things to say to him. Well, Tom Moore, if anyone had told me that a beast, a mother-to-be in her birth pangs, was handled in the way that you and Curly are treating that poor animal, I'd write to my congressman.
I'll have to be all over in a few minutes. We'll bring you out to see the calf.
Oh, Mary Kate, the conditions out there, the unsanitary conditions out there. There's old straw and hay and there's cow droppings all over the place and there's smell.
Honey, okay. Pop's going to put nice sheets down and spray the place with Evening in Paris. Everything's going to be all right.
But the germs that must be swarming out there.
I don't know what you're getting so hepped up about. If anyone should be worried, it should be the bull.
Oh, I feel faint. Sick.
Sit down here, Julia.
Yeah, I gotta sit
Sit
down.
down.
Oh,
Would you like a little something to drink?
okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have a little something, honey.
We have some wine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you. That's great.
And why didn't you warn me? You deliberately let me go out there.
Honey, this kind of thing happens every day in the country. It's nature, every day of the year.
Well, I don't like
Well,
it.
you don't have to. You can see the nice bits about farm life in the movies.
Now, here we are, Julia. There's whiskey there if you like, Eddie.
Oh, he doesn't drink whiskey,
Oh,
Mary Kate.
Oh, simmer down. This is a vacation. I'll knock this back and go see how the mother is doing.
Oh, you'll see that they handle her properly, Ed.
Sure. I'll pick a bunch of roses on the way and bring them into her.
Oh, Mary Kate, I don't ever want to witness anything like that ever again. I don't think I like farms. No, I don't. Mary Kate, could I have just a little more wine? I still feel very faint.
Oh, hey, I'll get the bottle. I'll get the bottle.
Cows, pigs, and bulls. God.
Here we are. Wait 2 seconds.
Oh,
Now, here we go.
Ed will just have to see about that automobile.
Now, there we go.
Mary Kate.
Well, Eileen, how are you?
Hello, Julia.
Oh, hello.
Julia, do you remember Eileen? She popped in to see us for a while last night.
Oh, sure, Eileen. Oh, but my nerves are in such a state right now that I wouldn't recognize my own husband if I wanted to.
Julia.
Oh,
What's happened, yeah?
She went out to the barn. The cow was calving.
it was ghastly.
Mary Kate, I'm going into town. Is there anything I can get you?
No, thank you, Eileen. No, Grant.
I'll come with you, Eileen. An hour or two of civilization ought to settle my nerves. Yeah.
Ah, 'tis a fine black bull. God bless him and the cow.
The cow's all right.
Hi. Hello, Eileen.
Hello, Curly.
Now tell me I know nothing about handling a cow and calf.
Now you're better than I thought.
He actually helped.
Eileen, the girl who swept my heart away.
Eddie, we'll make a farmer of you yet.
Make one, I am one.
Oh, I don't stand too near me, you smell.
Smells like a farmer, Julia.
Oh,
Curly,
Eileen.
why don't we go and have a look at the calf?
Yeah, you do just that, Curly.
you know what? I might as well peep at it,
No,
too.
no, you stay here with me, honey. I'll show you the calf later on. There's only room for 2 people in an Irish barn.
Don't give too long out there. We have to get started above in the field. Is that a bottle of whiskey I see there?
Yep. Let's have a drink to the new arrival.
What's it going to be called?
Oh, a very simple name, honey. Nothing elaborate, just calf. Mom?
No, I'll have a little drop of wine here with Julia. Julia?
Oh, no more for me, Mary Kate. It's too strong.
And you're a sensible girl. Some of them nowadays I hear are even drinking whiskey.
Well, what do you know?
My gee, it's hot.
Sure is, Curly. Have a swig of buttermilk.
Any left in the can?
Yeah, lots.
She'll kill us.
The only reason she bakes soda bread is so we can steal the ends of it. Tell her it's the old fella.
It's too hot anyway. The team rain any minute. What time are you back from Cappawhite at?
5 or 6. Girlfriend said she'd fix us some dinner.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, come off it, Curly. Eileen.
Oh.
You know you're a damn fool, Curly.
What for?
Well, what do you expect to find in America? Go on, tell me. What do you expect to find?
I'll be able to please myself what I do and don't do.
Okay, and is that so wonderful? And what price do you intend to pay for that privilege?
Be fair. You promised that to me. I'll pay you
Get
back
it.
when I start earning.
I didn't mean that. You're my brother, and if you need help, I gotta help you. Do you think you're doing the right thing? I don't know if you're sure what you're doing right now.
Don't you start.
Look, Curly, life isn't everything you might think it is on the other side of the ocean. And the knocks don't come any easier because you can run away from them.
I'm not running away from
Look,
anything.
I should be the last one to say this to you, but you have a duty to our father and mother.
And I got a right to something myself. What do you do when you decide between the two?
I guess you just run away. But don't run so damn fast you go too far to come back.
You ran yourself.
Sure, I ran. But I hope you find more at the end of it than I found. And come back to more than I came back to. Say, what about going down to the alley this evening for a crack at a ball?
There's no alley there now. It all fell down.
Jesus, isn't there anything I know around here anymore that hasn't fallen down or flown away?
Well, there's less every year. Here comes the rain. I finishes the hay for the day.
What's with you and Eileen?
Nothing.
Don't give me that.
There's nothing.
I see that glint in your eye every time she comes in the room.
She's
Yeah?
a good dancer.
She's a what, Curly?
She's a good dancer.
Well, that will please my father. Are you courting, Curly?
It's no one's business. I'm not courting anyone.
Okay, keep your shirt on. Just asking. Did you ever talk to the old fella about the place?
The place.
Mm.
The place. By the time I get the place, I'll be getting the pension.
Look, Curly, he's that kind of man. With Tom Marr, you demand a thing, and then if he refuses to give it, you go ahead and take it. It's as simple as that.
It's easy for you to
Oh,
talk.
it's not just talk, Curly. Sure, America's a great place. A guy can get on, he can make money, and he can spend it.
Well, that's what I want.
Okay, if that's what you want. I got $300 here for you. But let me ask you something. Did you ever think you might be doing the wrong thing?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. But when stealth starts up, I know I'm doing the right thing.
And beyond that?
What do you mean beyond that?
Future, you're going to stay in America?
I don't know.
Well, that's no good, Curly. You got to have a plan. You can't be just working from week to week. That way you got the skids under you all the time. There must be something. Someone you want to...
I want to work for myself.
Well, then you'll get no thanks.
Well, what was your plan when you went?
Oh, I had a plan, Curly, when I went first. And no man worked as hard or saved as much as I did. And then one day the plan wasn't there anymore. It gets very lonely on the other side of the world, Curly, especially when a lot of the things you long for are far behind you.
I'm not afraid of that.
Some guys fit in, Curly. They just become part of the bricks and the concrete and the railway lines and the streetcars, and they never smell the gasoline fumes or the stink from the chimneys. But other guys are country boys, and if they have a plan to work for, it's all right. But if they haven't, or if they lose it, then they work because they gotta eat or drink, and that's no living for any man.
You done all right yourself.
I sure, look at me, I'm a big operator. Hundreds of guys come off the boat every summer, Curly, big operators just like me. But a lot of them are country boys, and if they are, they'd be better off not going back, looking for things that are no longer there.
A few years will do me.
Go for good, or don't go at all. Make your home where it's gotta be, but the way I see it, your home's here.
Jeez, what good is this to me? Working like a horse, me father grousing and grumbling at me. The neighbours saying, you're daft to be going. In 10 years' time, the place be yours. No, I know what I want to do.
And you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
even if it breaks your heart. And if you do you think you'll come back to the same place?
It'll be here.
Sure, it'll be here. Same house, but in a different field, in a different country, in a different world. And you'll go searching for other things like me. And let me tell you something. When you go back and see that New York skyline, you laugh.
That's
'Cause
death talk!
You don't know what death talk is, Curly, till you're talking to yourself. You leave your father and your mother, to hell with them. Is that it?
No.
Jesus, I can't come back and look after them. And both of them are too proud to go down on their knees and ask you to stay. I'm thinking too much of you in case if you did, you'd be doing the wrong thing. Or too proud to let you see the tears in their eyes.
Jesus, no tears in his
Have you
eyes!
ever looked? Maybe there is in places where no one ever sees him.
Well, if there was, he'd behave like a reasonable man.
Probably says the same thing about you.
Did he ask you to stop me?
No. He's too much of a man to do that, but your mother did.
Look at me! I stayed around here working as hard as any man. Any man! I've worked when there wasn't one fella in the country could stand him. I've had to ask him for every shilling I needed, and he never gave it to me without telling me how hard money is to come by these days. And I've worked 12 or 16 hours of a stretch, above in them fields or in them bogs. And at the end of it, if I wanted to go off for the crack, I had to sneak through the door. That's the carousing you hear him talking about. And when I'm 35 years of age, or maybe 40, and he's poking the ashes with his stick to pass the time, he'll tell me it's time I start casting around for a wife. And not getting married, mind ya. Just casting around. No, I want life like you all had. Like you all have.
All right, like we all have it. That settles it.
And he'd be the one telling me who I should bring in and how much you bring in with her.
Okay, Curly, let it go.
Well, what's your answer to that?
I don't have any. Even for the questions I ask myself, I guess you just run away. Oh.
Curly, will you go up and bring down that rake that you broke? Couldn't keep raking it that way. We'd smash every tool you had in the place.
Did you ever break a goddamn rake yourself?
What's wrong with you? Is it drink you've on you?
No, but it's not a bad idea. Look, Pop, I want to talk.
About what?
I don't know. I don't know if what I want to say is going to get said, but you've got to stop Curly from going.
I'll not lift a
He
hand.
doesn't know what he's leaving.
Damn well he knows.
Years ago, I stood in the old house over there the night before I went to America. And I said every word that Curly said to me, but I said them all to myself because I had no one else.
You couldn't stop him once he starts.
Hold it. That kid's me. Every word, every frown, but there's one thing missing, the other reason for his going. And so help me, if I thought that was there, I'd cut his legs off and the knees to stop him.
Cut him off at the hips and they'll still go.
Oh, Jesus, you don't understand. Do you want a drop?
Now give me a glass.
It was never easy to talk to you about some things.
I'm a reasonable man, Eddie. If he'd only come to me in the right way.
Quick question. But maybe it's my mother I should ask. Has Curly got a girl?
I know that he's damn carousing at night and doing with the bios.
Will you skip the carousing? What's the setup between him and Eileen Tierney?
Eileen Tierney? She's the neighbour's daughter. They go gallivanting to the dance of a Sunday night.
That's okay then, if that's all. Curly's not me then. He's probably not even a country boy. Another drop?
That's not stuff to be taken when you've walked in front of you. What gallivanting was on him for Castlebar today.
Julie wanted a run.
And herself mad to be off. And all the work on us.
Everyone needs a break, Pop.
Julia isn't used to the country.
No.
She used to be bred in it anyway to understand the ways.
Yeah.
It is like the country boy. He ain't easy in the city.
Sure.
You wouldn't be easy yourself, Eddie. Tis all right for a holiday.
Uh-huh.
You're a city man now, with the smart clothes and the clean shoes.
Yeah, you can always tell the city man.
What kind of a job will you get for Cully?
Plenty of jobs will. Figure something when he gets there.
We'll have to mind his manners if he's going to live in a city house and not be throwing his shoes at the end of the kitchen.
Will you shut up, Pop? Sorry.
You'll want to stay away from that whiskey.
Lorraine ever stop?
It might.
What about the hay?
I had to take no hurt for a while.
Turned out bad for the funeral, too.
And there wouldn't be many there. There doesn't be many anyway when children are buried.
I should have gone.
You wouldn't be expected to.
I'll have to go over sometime.
John Towie was asking for this morning. He said you might come over for some evening when Katie's improved.
Is she getting better?
And the doctor said she'd be up in a day or two.
Good.
You're happy yourself, Eddie.
Sure.
And Julia seems like a good woman when you get used to her.
Yeah. When you get used to her.
There's those that leave sins back for the ones they've left behind. You're better off picking where you live.
Here's Curly.
Have you the rake?
Yeah.
He'll mend that one. I'll buy no more. Jesus. Don't be bringing that in here.
We're not going to stand in the rain fixing it.
Jesus, all right.
Jeez, do you ever see such rain? They'd be drenched in Castlebar.
Yourselves them right for going.
Give me the rake, Curly.
There's wire in the shed. I'll go out and get it. Is the hammer in here?
Nah, bringing with you.
Sure,
And
you
some
fellas
nails
having a
too.
hand in them to do nothing. They can't do nothing. They look for the owl fella to do this, the owl fella to do that, and this and that thing, yeah?
Poor old Pop. Is it going to clear up?
Aye, with some queer clouds around yet. Who's that? Come in.
Eileen.
Oh, isn't it fierce out?
Oh, give me your coat.
I won't be stopping. Did they say what time they'll be back at?
My wife's bought the damn joint.
As soon as Mary Kay comes back, will you tell her to go to Towie's?
What's wrong?
Katie.
She's had a bad turn. They sent for the doctors, but she keeps asking for Mary Kate. I'm going back again.
Stay a while, you'll be drenched.
I can't, there's no one with her.
Right, I'll tell you when she comes. Will you be over later?
Yeah, I will.
It's too heavy to last.
Do you think would they mind if I went over to Towie's?
Jeez, you can't go over now.
I get a bit scared. But I'd give anything again to see her just once.
Jeez, you don't be daft. What would Julia say?
Couldn't care one damn less.
That's a fine carry on.
Did you ever think your mother dying?
What?
Or did you?
No.
Well, I did. I used to pray once. I used to pray for God to let me be with my mother when she died, but I knew He never would.
That's not right for you, Eddie.
Nothing's right for me. Nothing's ever been right for me. Right now, I don't know in what direction the right things for me lie. I always thought they were here, but they're not here for me anymore, and I wish to God I'd found that out 10 years ago.
You're half boozed!
Sure, I'm half boozed. I've only always ever been half of anything. But you, Curly, you're not even half of anything. But someday maybe when you are shoveling coal in a stinking boiler room, or up to your knees in muck 20 feet under the clean sidewalks of Park Avenue, or humping heavy cement bags of a dirty rail truck in 10 degrees of frost, you stand for a minute and you'll wipe more than the dust and the sweat out of your eyes. When that day comes, Curly, when that day comes, maybe